Don't feel like shelling out the big bucks for a new set of tires? How a penny can help you decide if you really need them. Investigators say to keep your identity from being stolen before you toss it, shred it. If you're willing to pay a small fee to protect your credit cards, an aluminum wallet like this one can protect your credit cards from electronic pickpocketing by blocking radio frequency tags embedded in the cards. They're sleek and easily fit into a jacket pocket or purse. Reporting live from the studio, I'm Pamela Burke for UK Student News Network.
You are probably already on guard when it comes to protecting yourself and your physical belongings. But looking over your shoulder is not all you need to do. Experts say sometimes it is best to look the other way.
You never know what someone's thinking of doing. That's why we recommend if they're asking you for your wallet, asking you for your purse, or taking that from you, that's probably the act of the crime that they're going to commit. Give them that property and let them be on their way.
But property isn't always what thieves are looking for. They often are looking to steal your identity. Statistics show that although that number is down by 28% last year, there were still 8 million ID theft victims in the U.S. And in the 12 days leading up to Christmas, 250,000 people will be victims of identity theft, mostly through electronic pickpocketing. One reason is that credit card companies have started embedding radio frequency identification, or RFID chips, in credit and debit cards. But these cards can also be skimmed using an RFID reader through purses and pockets. To protect yourself, be aware of your surroundings, especially at the checkout counter. If possible, shop during the day. Lock your car doors and windows even if you aren't gone long. Avoid carrying large amounts of cash. Keep your purses and wallets close to your body.
I felt like I was trapped in a haunted house.
First, it was unbelievable. It was like not a 15-year-old girl. There's no way she could have ovarian cancer. So it was hard to believe. It was scary.
Many high school seniors expect to graduate and go on to live long and fulfilling lives. One Lexington Catholic senior, Stephanie George, didn't expect to get diagnosed with cancer, let alone at the age of 15. But now 17-year-old senior Stephanie has turned that feeling of being trapped in a haunted house into a real-life haunted house adventure filled with games, crafts, and cancer awareness information tables. She says her attitude about cancer has changed.
Immediately, I was really upset because I was going to lose my hair and I had cancer, and that's not usually a good thing. But afterward, I saw it as more of a positive thing that I can relate to all these people and I can go out and make the world better because people are having this problem.
Mother Sue George says Stephanie is a go-getter and that nothing has held her back.
She didn't want to stay out of anything. She's in just about every club you can think of here. And this morning she took her ACTs, even though she was doing this. So she still gets a little tired from her chemo, but we don't try to hold her back. We try to encourage her to do whatever she feels like doing or that she wants.
Now Stephanie encourages those dealing with cancer not to worry.
Just stay positive, and cancer is just a word, so there's no reason to be afraid of it.
Americans now owe more on student loans than they do on credit cards. President Barack Obama is taking steps to relieve that stress with something called the Pay-As-You-Earn plan, a plan 1.6 million Americans will be eligible for in 2012. The goal? To bring monthly student loan payments down from the current 15% to 10% of their current incomes. 21-year-old University of Kentucky sophomore Jordan Owens has around $18,000 in loans.
If the economy were to go back into a recession or, what have you, something in my personal life were to happen where I couldn't get a job right away, that really does, give me a better peace of mind about the future, knowing that I have a little bit of wiggle room as far as paying those back.
For current students like Jordan Owens, the new Pay-As-You-Earn plan will lift a huge weight off of their shoulders. But on the other hand, there are many college students who will not reap the benefits of the new plan. Like Cheyenne Homan, who is set to graduate with a master's degree from UK this December with approximately $20,000 worth of student loans.
Well, the whole time that I've had these loans over my head, I haven't been able to make more than would set me over the poverty line. So I feel like it's kind of going to be a huge challenge to even make $20,000 a year. And if I have $20,000 in debt, it's going to take me a long time to pay that off.
Welcome to UK Student News Network Update. I'm Pamela Burke. Thanks for joining us. Now for our top story. Are we facing a possible government shutdown? The super committee charged with deficit cutting has failed to do so, and time is running out. The committee can't agree on tax issues. Republicans are refusing to budge, still disagreeing with the proposed tax on wealthy Americans. The committee only has 2 days left before the November 23rd deadline. Critics say without a plan, they can only expect things to get worse. Things continue to get worse in Egypt. As of today, 22 protesters have died and more than 1,000 others have been injured in Egypt. Protesters in Cairo's Tahrir Square are worried about a proposed constitutional principle that would shield the military's budget from scrutiny by civilian powers. They also worry the military would be shaped as a state within the state. Egypt is about to hold its first parliamentary elections since Hosni Mubarak was deposed in February. Bombs are the weapons in question after a man was suspected of plotting a terror attack in New York and New Jersey. Investigators say Jose Pimentel was attempting to make a pipe bomb like this one from instructions in an al-Qaeda publication. Officials say Pimentel is an al-Qaeda sympathizer. He faces 5 charges, including providing support for an act of terrorism. Thank you for joining us for this UK Student News Network update. I'm Pamela Burke.